Everyone, welcome to Amit Gate Classes. Today I'm going to start my YouTube channel, and the name of my channel is Amit Gate Classes. There are a lot of stuff on internet. Most of the trainers are preparing for GATE, UGC, NET. So what is unique about my channel? If you want, this channel is purely student driven channel. Now what is the meaning of student driven channel? Most of the YouTube video, if you see on YouTube, people used to throw the videos. They will simply throw, and you are bound to study those things. Let us see, you are watching a video and there are some there may be some confusion in that video. So how do you rectify your doubts? In my YouTube channel, this entire channel is based on student feedback. None of the videos are going to be completed until unless your feedback, I'm going to take your feedback. That means it is purely on demand channel. If you want that I should cover more questions or master's theorem, so definitely I'll be covering more than, let's say, 50 questions on master theorems only. That means until unless my students are going to be satisfied, this channel is never going to be completed. Every Sunday I'm going to pick all your questions and I'm going to prepare a video only for your feedback. Now, the very first thing, you all are engineering graduate, the very first thing that normally used to come in your mind, why to prepare for GATE classes? Point is very simple. Let me frame one example for you. If you're a cricketer, right, and you are playing in a village team, maybe you are scoring half century daily. That doesn't mean that you are fit for Indian cricket team. So how do you check your fitness? If you are playing well in village team, later on you need to join your town team. After that, after performing well at town level, then you should start playing at city level. And once you'll keep on performing very well at city level, then you can go for UP level or state level or then on national level. That means how you are validating your skills. Until unless you are going to be tested on a very good pace, very good spin attack, then you cannot say I'm a perfect batsman. Same thing is happening with engineering student. Students across India, they are doing BTech from different colleges. Every college has its own standard. So how do they validate? Most of the students are having this problem that they are having CGPA up to 9, but they are not able to answer most of the questions. Let me ask a very simple question, that if I write int a is equals to, let's say 32768, if I'm going to print the value of a, what should be the answer? Most of the people will say this is out of the range. What is range? People are not familiar about those things. Similarly, let me take one more question. If I say int, let's say unsigned int, do you understand what is unsigned? Unsigned int a is equals to 65538. And let me clarify one thing for you. The range of integer variable is 65535. Now, if I'm going to ask this, what should be the value of a? Most of the student will say this value cannot be accommodated into a variable a. That means, based on our knowledge, we are giving the answer of this question, but this is not a correct answer. So how do you verify whatever knowledge you have, whether that knowledge is sufficient enough? So for that, you are supposed to be tested. And how you are supposed to be tested? In cricket, you are supposed to be tested against at different level. Same thing in engineering field. Let us say you have gone through, let's say, recursion. You are very good in programming and you know what is the recursion. Recursion is what? If a function is getting called itself, if a function is calling itself, we can call it a recursion. But you can have mastery on recursion if I'll give you more than 50 problems based on recursion. If you'll be able to solve all the problems, that means yes, you are getting recursion. What is exactly recursion? That means until unless your knowledge is going to be tested, you cannot say I know this particular topic. I will ask this question to most of the viewer. How many programs you can write based on recursion. One more thing, loop and recursion both are exactly same. Loop and recursion both are exactly same. Loop is a thing through which we can do a work on multiple time. Let us say if I have to print my name 100 times, I can take a loop that will run for 100 times, and that's all. I can print my name 100 times. In the same way, I can take a recursive function that is going to be called 100 times, and every time it is going to be called, it is going to print 100, let's say your name. So both are exactly same. Now, did you ever think when to use recursion? When to use recursion? Which kind of problem can be solved with recursion? If I say, can I write a program of matrix multiplication with recursion? Have you ever think about this? Can I write a program of finding Fibonacci series with recursion? Yes, you can write. But can you ever compare which one is giving you better result? If I'm going to write a program of Fibonacci series with iteration, the same program I'm writing with recursion, which one is true? Which one is giving you a perfect answer? So unless you are going to be tested, your knowledge is never going to be completed. Now, in this engineering field, how your knowledge is going to be tested? This GATE exam is the most, you can say, the toughest exam for any engineering graduate. This is the 100 marks exam where passing marks is only 28. Every year almost 28 marks is passing. If you are going to score only 28 marks, you will get a certificate that you are a GATE qualified student. If you are going to score more than 50, definitely you will be getting NITs. Most of the premier college you will get. If you get more than 60, definitely IITs. Now, this GATE does not mean this is only for MTech entrance examination. No. This GATE is a platform through which you can test yourself. That if I'm doing something, whether I am having mastery on that or not. Now, most of the students feel that this GATE is only for masters. If you're preparing for MTech, you should join GATE. But no. What are the advantages of GATE preparation? First of all, if you're preparing for placements, most of the engineering graduate used to say, I'm looking for placements. If you are preparing for GATE, nobody can stop your placement for sure. Now, placements are having two categories. I have written placement 100% in product-based company. There are two kind of companies. One is service-based, one is product-based. In service-based, if you are going to start your job, you will get a salary from, let's say, maximum 5 to 8 lakhs per annum. But if you are going to start your journey with product-based company, you are going to, whatever is their annual salary, it can be a monthly salary. So if you are preparing for placements, I am not talking about service-based placement. If you are preparing for a service-based company, you need not to prepare anything. If you want to know the truth behind service-based company, you can watch a video on YouTube, Master Recruiter, and you will get to know how come any student is going to be evaluated for a service-based company. Now, if you are preparing for, let's say, Facebook, how Facebook is, what is the hiring process of Facebook, what is the hiring process of Amazon, Google, etc., they will be testing you against several core subjects. And what are those core subjects? In computer science, data structure and plus algorithm is one of the subjects. You can add C also in this. C, data structure algorithm, is one field. TOC, compiler, is another field. So there are 5 subjects. Operating system, DBMS, computer network is one category. Plus digital logic, plus mathematics is one field. Here also we can have COA also, computer organization and architecture. That means if you're preparing for a very, very reputed company, or that we are talking about product-based company. Now, do you know what is the meaning of service-based company and product-based company? I will record a full video on what is the difference between service-based company and product-based company. Right now, I have only given you the brief introduction. Whatever service-based company is going to offer you salary per annum, you might get same salary per month in a product-based company. That means if you're doing engineering, your aim should not be this much low. You should always aim for high. And how I'm very much sure, if you are willing to join any product-based company, if you are in second year and if you can spare 30 minutes with me, I can guarantee nobody can beat you, nobody can stop you for joining any product-based company. If you're in third year, give me 45 minutes daily and I can guarantee you will be joining any of the product-based company. If you're in fourth year, then you need to work a bit harder. Now, these are the fields where GATE preparation is going to help you. If you're preparing for GATE, that means you're going to solve questions. And if you're going to solve question, you will see the difficulty of each and every topic. That means after completing complexity, what is time complexity? After learning complexity, you will get to know which kind of question can be asked on the basis of time complexity. You will be solving more than 100 questions on the basis of time complexity, and you will get to know, oh, this kind of flavor can also be asked. So that means each and every topic has to be tested. And then only you can say, yes, this particular topic is complete for me. Now, this is one category. If you're looking for placements, if you are preparing for GATE, that doesn't mean that you need to give exam for the GATE. These are the core subject of computer science. Try out all possible questions. Why GATE? Because GATE is the toughest examination. So I just wanted to know which bowling attack I can face. If I'm able to face Shoaib Akhtar or Wasim Akram or maybe McGrath, that means I'm a good fast bowling player. I can play a good fast bowling attack. So this is the toughest exam. If you can solve question of GATE, that means none of the placement company, none of the government agencies can ask harder question than GATE. So if you're preparing for placements, if you're preparing for good reputed government jobs, only focus on these subjects and try to solve all GATE questions, and I can guarantee nobody can stop you for securing good rank in GATE. If you're not bothering about the examination, you can directly go for placement, you can directly go for any reputed government organization. So now one field is, if you're preparing for GATE, one field is there that placement is going to be 100%. Second, if you're looking for a dignified job in PSUs, most of the PSUs are now taking students from based on GATE score only. So if you have GATE score, no more tests required, only interview, or without interview also, you can be placed as a computer scientist in most maximum reputed PSUs. Third, if you are passionate about higher studies, researcher, if you want to join research field, after clearing GATE, you will be having a fellowship of up to 35,000 per month, and you can join the most premier institution across India and abroad. GATE is not going to give you guarantee for foreign university. They will be having their own examination, but if you're good in computer science, you can join any institution. But for NIT or any premier institution, GATE is the only key. In third year only, let's say if you're preparing for GATE sincerely from second year, in fourth year, in the month of February, you'll be giving GATE examination. In the March, you'll get to know that I'm going to join IISc, I'm going to join IIT Bombay, or maybe IIT Kharagpur. But what is required for this? Your simple dedication. This GATE is not demanding for too many hours. You're not supposed to be very keen about, let's say, you need not to study for 3 hours, 4 hours daily. This requires small amount of time, but the amount of time you need to give daily. Study is one part, revision is second part. Whatever you study, you need to revise everything, because once you are going for any examination, for any placement examination or GATE or any examination, they will not be asking only questions for C programming or Java or anything. They'll be asking you against all these subjects, and unless those things are in your mind, those concepts are in your mind, you can never answer those questions. So by keeping those things in your mind, if you're in second year, give me 30 minutes. If you're in third year, give me 45 minutes. If you're in fourth year, please work hard. At least 2 hours you need to study, because hardly 6 months are there. Give maximum mock test and you will get the success. The only thing that how to proceed for this, try out the concept. After that, please solve all possible questions. And this is the mission of my YouTube channel. During Amit Gate classes, what we will be doing, we'll be solving as question as possible. After solving one particular concept, we'll try to solve all possible questions. At least whatever is being asked in GATE, we are going to cover that. Apart from that, whatever you will give in comment box, or you can email me problem@amitgateclasses@gmail.com. I'm definitely going to pick those problems. So feel free to give me comments. I'll be starting with some core subjects in the first phase, and then I'm going to divide this entire process in two phases. Let me give you a brief introduction how we are going to start. In my first phase, I'll be covering C programming, data structure. Let me write this. I'll start with C programming. This C programming is for beginners. If you're in first year or second year, you can start with C programming. In parallel, I'll be starting data structures and algorithms. This is the main area where you will enjoy most. Along with this, if you're in third year, I'll also start theory of computation. Once I'm going to complete theory of computation, then I'll straight away start compiler design. So this is my first module: C programming, data structure, algorithm, TOC, and compiler. After this, operating system, then computer network, then DBMS, and finally I'm going to take COA and digital logic. So this is how we are going to proceed. The moral behind this YouTube channel is what? This is not a passive learning, this is going to be active learning for my student. You need to simply watch the videos, learn the concepts, and throw as much as question you can. And I can guarantee whatever stuff I'm going to teach, that is going to be unique. You can watch my videos, and if you're going to like those videos, do share and comment, because your comments, your liking is my strength. By keeping those things in my mind, I'll be starting with C programming. Thank you very much.